This program is brought to you by
Polkas مكمل توت
in association with
जहाँ ममता वहाँ डालडा।
Hey, welcome to another Taste of Fusion, where we're bringing you yet another fabulous fusion iftari. Today on our menu, we have minute steak served with a savory French toast, followed by our own fusion fruit chaat. And at the end, I'm going to serve you gorgeous khoya on toast. Today, I'm going to make the most intense fruit chaat you know. I'm going to use every fruit that is never used in fruit chaat. Topsy-turvy, real fusion. Hey, hi! And what do we have in store today for you on A Taste of Fusion? Today I'm going to start off with dessert first. It's a traditional subcontinental dish which takes a very long time to cook. Get your pan onto a flame and pour in milk. Khoya is essentially just milk and a little cream mixed together. It usually cooks overnight, so I'm going to show you the blitz down, or really the lightning way to make it. Once your milk is on, turn the heat down to a medium flame and get started with your appetizer, because that's going to take its own time. Grab a baguette, cut yourself some nice slices. Now, I like using baguettes because I think they retain their crunch and they're very good to bake with. And you know, French toast, baking, that's fusion in itself because it's usually fried. Essential element, eggs. I love cracking eggs. I usually coat my bread completely. If my bread takes in as many eggs, that's the amount you need. So about 6 pieces of bread, 4 eggs. Whisk them up. Take your bread, dip it in. Let it soak in the egg. Here we go. We'll pop it into the oven with a mix of a little garlic, some coriander, some red chili, some black pepper, and of course, peach. I love peach. Take your crusts off your regular bread. Pop it in. This won't retain itself as much as French bread. What you could do is put both of them together. That might give you a better bite. But it's fine. At short notice, especially when you don't have that much time and you've got to have lots of things made, just use it. Extra bread lying around, bread that's gone slightly hard or old, use that. There we go. Grab some olive oil. Little drizzle on top. Now, next step. Take a little salt, sprinkle on, just a pinch, not a spoonful, not a teaspoonful of nothing, just a little pinch for flavor to add to the egg. A pinch of chili, red chili flakes. On that goes some dried coriander, again, an essential spice. I'm going to use a little turmeric to give it some goldeny color. That's on, and maybe we'll just throw on a little cumin. Grab some garlic. I'm going to keep these fine slices and pop them onto our French toast. They'll act as a caramelization agent. Now, we're going to take a peach and take some thin slices of it. Now, why I'm using peach as opposed to any other fruit? Because, well, it's in season, it's a bit citric. Peach has a distinctive versatility to become both savory and sweet. Take a little black pepper at the end, pop that on. Juice of a lemon. What the juice of the lemon will do is that it will release all the flavors in the peach. It'll give that little acidic tartness to it and create, well, a lovely little amalgamation, fusion of so many different spices, flavors, all on one plate. It's coming along beautifully. Remember, you must keep checking on your milk, otherwise this khoya will spill over. Right, what are we going to do? We're going to pop this in the oven at about 180 degrees for 12 minutes. and your appetizer will be ready. Now, on to our main course, the glorious undercut. Take your knife and cut a very thin steak. Again, going against the grain so you see all the marbling on the inside. Get your knife and just bash down on the meat. Because you want it to cook super fast. In less than a minute. My friend coming today is very, very flamboyant. That's why I thought I'd put together all these different things for her, because she's so well traveled and she understands the concept of fusion. So I think that she'll really appreciate what I'm trying to do today here. My steaks are almost ready. They just have to be fried, a little oil and some spices. But we're going to work on our mango salsa. Grab a bowl and grab a mango. Now, they're in season, they're fresh, they're lovely. Actually, we're around the end of the season, so these are chosa mangoes. They're very flavorful and they're slightly on the tart side. Take your knife, go to the top, go right against the seed, or the large gutli of the mango as we call it. There we go. Right, so I cut some earlier, just pop that right back in. In your mango salsa now, what are you going to do? Take a little soya sauce and put in about 4 teaspoons. About half a teaspoon of coriander, half a teaspoon of red chili, half a teaspoon of salt, and mix it all up. Now, to start the preserving process, or the fruit preserving process, juice of half a lemon. In it goes directly. Give it a good stir. Get a green chili. Yes, we're using green chili today. What this will do is it'll add that extra kick. Get some spring onion and cut it up roughly. Pop that in there. In that goes. If you heat coriander too much, it becomes brown. So I've got to get this on a flame now. Right. Put your pan on a medium heat. This should give it a dimension unto itself. Get a spoon and pop your mango straight in. Turn the heat down and let that simmer gently. Before we get started with the meat, let's get our appetizer out because I think it's ready. And it's looking perfect. It's just the way it should be. It's perfectly golden brown, the egg has cooked. I'm going to put this to the side and get started with my meat. Now, the undercut that we had bashed before, let's lay it out. Some salt, straight onto the board, onto the meat. Rub that in, use your fingers, just in straight away. Some black pepper, some red chili flakes. Now I'm going to try a little fusion here. I'm going to take some ground cinnamon and I'm going to put that onto my steaks. A very little bit because you don't want it to become sweet, but the cinnamon will give this steak an intense dimension. Right. All onto one side. You don't need to do the other one because I think that'll become too much flavor all over. In it goes. Olive oil straight onto the board, onto the meat. Right, and we are ready to fry. Right, I think our salsa is almost done, so pop this to the side. And 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, that starts sizzling. You want this to cook as fast as you can. It's not going in the oven, it's not doing anything fancy after this. It's just going to go onto a plate, you're going to put your salsa with it and eat it. Right, so has it been a minute? I think it has, and guess what? My minute steaks are done. Right, and that's done. Pop your pan off the flame on the side, let the meat rest for a good 10 minutes. What this will do is it will loosen all the fibers, all the juices will amalgamate and excrete, and you'll have a gloriously soft piece of steak cooked well done through and through. Let's get going with our final dish, which is my version of fruit chaat. Number 1, What's going in my fusion fruit chart? I have the pear. Quarter your pear and take out the core because you can't eat the core and it'll give you a bad stomach. I'm going to counter that with the softness of peach. Take its skin off because in a fruit salad, the last thing you want is the fibrous nature of the peach skin. Fusion. Fabulous type of cooking, I say. Lovely colors coming together, flavors. It's all about experimenting. They've got a slightly distinctive taste. It's a little bit more tart. There's not so much sweetness. Just take a couple. You want them for their color. You want them for the slight distinction of flavor. Enough. There are about 4 prunes in there. About 4 peaches, 4 pears, 4 prunes. Pomegranate. Knock out the seeds. We're going to take some red wine vinegar. Pour in a little. We're going to take a little olive oil. Almost as if we were making a fruit salad. We are going to take some golden syrup. Just drizzle that in. Okay, that's enough. Juice of half a lemon. A pinch of red chili. 2 pinches of salt. And a nice pinch of black pepper. Get a spoon and mix it all up. I think I'm going to add one other thing. A little coriander powder since it's my favorite today. Don't know what it'll do to this, and I hope my friend likes it. There we have it. Fusion all over the place. I still have to finish off dessert, so I'm going to put this to the side and get going with that. Right, so we're back and I've got to finish up dessert before my guest gets here. I'm going to take this condensed milk. Now, if you remember, we got the milk boiling. We boiled it all the way down till it started congealing. I threw in a little bit of lemon, about 2 lemons juice, and that curdled everything. Now into this, I'm pouring about 2 tablespoons of condensed milk. I'm going to stir it around very, very quickly and turn the flame up. Since my guest is almost here, I'm going to heat up everything. We'll get our appetizer out. We'll get our steaks done. Our dessert is done. I just have to wait for my guest now. Hey! Hi! Hello, hello. What's going on? You caught me, I'm almost done. Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready to eat? Yeah. Should I tell you what's happening? Hi. So let's do this. Grab these plates, pop them there, and you're going to help me plate up. Dump your bag anywhere. How you been? Good. So, Priya's here, and we're about to have a taste of fusion. Right.
So, what's this?
Khoya.
Khoya.
Nani's khoya.
Little desi thing here.
Little thing. Actually, it's very, very few. What I've done there in the fusion aspect, I've got condensed milk, which I am going to serve to you in an amazing manner. Khoya is milk that's like broken down. It's like reduced all the way down, and then you add a little lemon at the end to curdle it. Okay. And you use regular sugar or you use honey to add flavoring. And then, of course, it's the basis of things like barfi.
Khoya is actually condensed milk in English.
Actually, condensed milk is it's sweetened milk.
Yeah.
And khoya you can't you can use in desserts, but you can't.
Isn't it a topping? Rather than like
Exactly, which I will. Now, how would you like your salsa? On top or on the side?
On the side, I think.
Alright, so these are savory French toast.
French toast, so it's not breakfast, huh? It's like
No.
have with dinner, you can have it.
Yeah, you can have it for dinner, iftari, tea time, lunchtime, and of course we'll take a little black pepper and just like,
Nice.
thingies there. Havrati is such an overlooked cheese and it's so soft.
On top of that?
On top of that.
Wow. I love how
Little like dimension just.
I'm a cheese whore, by the way. Very fattening.
So there we go. All right.
Wow.
Now we are almost ready
Okay.
to get everything out.
Okay.
I will come back and I'll plate up dessert.
Okay.
In the meantime, let's grab that.
Okay.
I thought I'd give you some spring onion with that, but
De do.
they don't.
De do.
Hang on. We'll just do a little sort of Just a little, just for flavor. A little like
Nice.
Far Eastern flavor coming in.
Okay.
There we go. So
Okay.
you grab that, I'll grab this.
Okay.
What else are we missing? Oh, our
Utensils also.
Oh, there, I have.
I'm not eating steak without
I
a knife.
have set up
Oh,
the
okay.
table for you, darling. Please follow me, and that is our fusion fruit chop.
Oh.
And now we are ready to eat.
Thanks.
Let's go. Here we go.
Yumma,
One
yumma.
lovely, thin, crispy one for you. Acha, I'm also putting some steak for you.
Pretty churi kanta with this
You can
French
do
toast
anything.
or-
You can eat it with your hands. I say use your hands. I love that. And it's time. Who needs to wait for anything? After all, it
Oh my
is
God.
Ramadan.
Just eggs, huh?
What do you think?
Very nice.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Let's try this.
All right. The
I'm not
next.
even waiting for you.
Don't wait for me, na, just start. It's getting cold anyway. You know, and I always think that minute steaks should be well done because they're
Okay.
tiny anyway, you can't
down.
keep them rare. It just won't happen. Oh, that's weird. That's interesting.
Being hungry all day and waiting all day for this was really worth it. My God. I'm being a pig. I'm so sorry.
What do you think of that?
I love that. I'm putting it on top of it.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Let me put you some of this fruit chart.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
Now this is interesting because what I've done is I've used the vinaigrette. It's the basis of, let's say, a fruit salad, but it's not a salad because it's got a lot of golden syrup in it, you know, and it's intense and I've, you know, different flavors, different textures. I've used things like prunes. I mean, who wants to eat a prune?
You get prunes now?
Yeah, look at this,
Where?
that's a prune.
Where?
And it's in season right now. Right after plums, you get prunes.
Yeah, I know. I had them in Spain. Like, I didn't know you were getting them.
No, you
in
can.
Pakistan.
We have an abundance of fruit. Come
Yeah.
on, baby.
Okay, come on. Let's try this, baby. Interesting.
What do you think?
No chaat masala.
Please,
Acha.
good God, chaat masala. Never, never. Always
chaat
fresh
masala.
thing. No, fire on you.
Yeah.
Now you're having your fruit chart, you're being healthy.
Yeah.
Let me go and get you the most unhealthy dessert on this planet.
What do you mean? Fat mix?
No, never. And the way that I'll serve it to you, it'll be perfect.
Okay.
Okay? So
All right.
keep doing that. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna have any space left.
Oh, keep some, keep some. Hey, and so now, finally for dessert. What I did was pop some toast in the oven with a little golden syrup poured on top. It's very, very simple. Pop your toast in for about 5 minutes. So this is done. There we go. That's lovely and golden. My gorgeous khoya dessert. Here we go. Pop 2 toasts on. Again, it's so simple. Everything is so available to you. Milk, a little sugar. Yes, you've got to get some condensed milk, but hey, you've got the toast. Get the khoya. Pop it right on. Again, you can have this with cereal. You can have it with other. The pièce de résistance. Golden syrup yet again. There we go. I think Freya's gonna love it. We're good to go. Let's go eat dessert. Oh, check out this, bhai. Your khoya cake. Go.
Oh my God.
Whoa. Thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for allowing me to experiment with you and taste, and for you to give me your opinion. It's an honor. Thank you. This is the great Freya Altaf, who has just been fused on a taste of fusion. Join us again next week, and we'll do something crazy again. Right now, I'm going to try and finish this and drive off into the sunset with Freya. See you then. Take care. Bye.